Hello and welcome to Learning to Breathe. Today you're joining me for the second weekly check-in of April. So get yourself comfy, get yourself a drink, and let's get to this. So all the stickers are ready. I'm just going to move them to the side. The dates for this week are the 8th to the 14th of April. First expense I had of this week was on the 8th of April, and it was vintage and it cost me £5.84. That's kind of up in the air at the moment because the item's not arrived. It's not the seller's fault, it's gone missing on the way. So I might get that money back, I might not, we will see. On the same date, I've got some expenses, but they're not mine, they're my husband's. But how I do my expenses is I go back and use the Shopix account, which is, if you don't know, a way you can track your receipts. So I kind of write them all out from the Shopix app, what I've spent, and then that's how I track them. I also check my bank account, but my husband gives me his receipt so I can get more points. So I wrote his out not realising, and like, to be honest, apart from things that are like groceries, which we obviously spend together, I don't track his spending. But I've tracked his spending this week and I've already written it out. So I'm going to track them this week, but next week, I don't know if I will or not. But this week he spent £11.92 in Asda. And that was on the 8th as well. And he also spent £2.20 in Tesco. I know the Tesco one was for meds, and I believe the Asda one was for work. If you don't know what Shopix is, you can scan your receipts, save them up, and then you can save enough to get Amazon vouchers. I think there's other vouchers on there. You can withdraw money through PayPal. If you like this and you want to see more of his expenses, I'll check with him and see if he's happy with that. So skipping ahead to the 10th was our big grocery shop for Tesco, and that was for £92.57. So there we go, that's £92.57 for Tesco. Moving on to the 11th, I realised it was one of my friend's 60th birthday, and even though I had normal generic cards, I wanted to get her a special card because it was her 60th. So I spent £2.82 on Moonpig, so that one just goes there. And then on the same day, I bought a rail card, and that came out of one of my sinking funds for £20. As I said in my side hustle video, which I'll link up above, I'm going on holiday in June, I think it is, and I'm catching the train for it. It's a bit cheaper if I have a rail card, and then it means I can get around a bit cheaper as well. So I was like, well, it's about time I got one. On the same day, we realised that I was an absolute muppet, and on the Friday beforehand, I hadn't cancelled HelloFresh for the week because I had a really bad pain flare. If you are aware, I'm chronically ill, and unfortunately I do suffer with pain flares. So it just completely slipped my mind, and when he asked me on the Saturday, I was like, no, I completely forgot. So I was really panicking because I was like, oh my gosh, where am I going to get this money from? And he was like, I'll cover it, it's fine. So it's actually worked out quite well. We've got extra food for the week. We've had a smaller bill for the week after because I'm a week behind at the moment, so I'm catching up. So yeah, like, it wasn't the best for us. It was food we hadn't ordered, but actually we enjoyed the meals. Wouldn't suggest doing it. not the best thing to do, but overall we've actually quite enjoyed it. So yeah, it was again one of my husband's expenses, but my complete and utter mess. But that cost £25.59. I have got, I don't know if anybody would be interested in, but I have got some free boxes to give away. I will put the descriptions underneath. I am a fan of HelloFresh. We just make sure to have the money when we want it. I just completely messed up and forgot to skip it for the week. But yeah, I'll put all the details in the description bar if you're interested. Basically, I think it's £5 for the delivery, and you get three I can't speak. You can get 3 free meals for the week, and then you get a discount for the rest of them. But all the details will be below. I'm not sponsored. I do believe that if you do get them, I get a free box or some money off my next one. But you know, they're not asking me to do this or anything. I just think they're a good service. I just forgot to cancel them that week. leaving HelloFresh where they are, I'm going to jump ahead to my last expense of the week, which was the 14th, and that was Tesco's for £17.13. All I'm going to say about that one is when you're out doing errands, don't ask your husband if he wants anything, because he gave me a list and I was not impressed. So yeah, it cost me 17 quid. Was not a happy bunny. And then the final expense of the week was Home Bargains. That was £3.77, and this was just grabbing some antihistamine and some baby wipes and some couple of things I couldn't get from Tesco, but it ended up a bit cheaper. That was my expenses on that Thursday. So those are my expenses for the week put down. What I'm going to do now is skip ahead to my expense tracker. So this is my expense tracker. As usual, it is in my Carpe Diem budget planner that I absolutely adore. What I'm going to do is write out my first expense, and then I'll fast forward the rest because you've already gone through them once. You don't need to go through them again. So my first expense was on the 8th of the 4th, 22, and it was Vinted. That was my own spending, and it cost me £5.84. So it's Home Bargains, spending, and that cost me £1.78. So that is my expense tracker all caught up for the second week of April. So what I'm going to do now is move on to my weekly check-in. So here I am for my weekly check-in. All the details for this will be in my description bar as usual, and I have my handy little calculator as always. So for groceries this week I spent £2.57, £17.13. And as usual, we are over. I am blaming this on my husband and the fact that he wanted beer. So we are £9.70 over. I still don't know whether to put that plus or minus. If someone can let me know whether you'd say I'm minus 970, it'd be minus, wouldn't it? So I'm minus 970. I said it out loud and I was like, yeah, I'm minus 970. So I should have £100, but I'm minus 970. So there we go. I know what it is. For my spending, this is, I get £20 for the month. This week, for my spending, I spent £5.84 at £3.78 at £2.82. So altogether, that's come to £12.44. So if I minus that from 20, that gives me £7.56 left, which is perfectly fine. That is how much I know I've got left over. I'm going to add up my husband's spending for the week, just because I've got it counted this week. So he spent £2.20, add £11.95, add £25.59 equals. So he has spent £39.74. So I can't put a minus difference because I don't usually count his spending. I've put a miscellaneous one here. I don't actually think we've had a miscellaneous expense. Let me just check. I think I've just put that because I thought we did. Oh, I've counted my husband's as miscellaneous. That's where I've got confused. So, no, that's fine. I probably should have put his in miscellaneous, but that's fine. I've put him in his own one. So that's fine. This week we can just cross them over. And then the last one is sinking fund. I've put that as 20 because even though there's more in the travel fund, I knew it was only £20. So maybe I should have put more, but I'm just going to leave it at 20. And the difference there is none because that's how much it was. So that is the weekly check-in completed. So spending I'm fine on. Husband's I'm not going to talk about because that's his. It just happened that I had the figures. Miscellaneous was no spends. The sinking fund, that was accounted for. And again, grocery is over. This was coming up to Easter bank holiday. My husband wanted some beer, so that is why we're over. And it did come into the next week's money. So not brilliant. Better than it has been because obviously the week before he did have to put an extra 20 quid in too. So as long as we keep going into that one, and I can already tell you it's lower this week, so keep an eye on it, but we're getting better, we're getting there. So usually now I would move to the monthly layout and do my no spends, but if you watch my last video, you'll know that I will be now going on to my monthly bills. So let's go and check them out now. So this is my monthly budget. We went through the first lot last week, and a couple of bills have gone out this week, so I thought we could carry on. My phone bill has come out, and I budgeted it for £10.30, but it's actually gone out, oh, sorry, I'm going to have to do this. It's gone to £10.79, so another increase, but I can use this to do next month's budget, so at least I know what the increases are. My prescription card has gone out, and that stayed the same. That is £10.80. If you're not aware of what a prescription card is, this is for people in the UK who have medication off the NHS. Instead of paying for each prescription individually, you pay a monthly fee. Obviously I pay £10.80, but you can pay it annually as well, and you just pay for that, and you can get all your prescriptions monthly for it. I think my prescriptions alone would cost me about £100 a month, maybe even more, so I save a lot of money doing it that way. And I've spoken to people who it saves them hundreds, so if you're not using it already, I would suggest using it. If I can find it, I'll put a link in the description for you if you're interested. My Spotify bill has come out. It costs £13.99 as usual. My mum gives me £10 towards it each month as part of a birthday present. So I'm just going to put actual cost of £13.99. I'm not going to add anything, but it didn't cost me anything more. It's how much it always is. Step change, which is how we pay our debt, that came out. I paid £151. It's been like this for a while now. While things are still up in the air with my husband just starting a new job, I won't be looking into increasing that. That's something we'll discuss together and then with them, but hopefully in the future we can look to increasing it, because we would like this debt paid off. But at the moment we just need to settle for a bit, get things sorted. Like, we still don't know what is going to get paid each week, so at the moment we're happy with how much we're paying. So that's the fixed expenses sorted out. They're actually all covered for the month. That's our debt paid off for the month. So now moving on to our varied expenses. Food I will come to at the end of the month, but so far we've paid 2 lots of £200 and then a little bit. With my personal money, I got £20 out of my budget this month. Easter, I completely misjudged Easter and how much Easter eggs cost, and then seeing family and all that kind of stuff. So instead of paying £15, I paid £29. So yeah, it's over budget. I'm going to have to make sure it all tallies up, but I have got some money in my buffer that can cover it. Hair, I gave £10, so that's sitting in my wallet ready to be used when ready. Travel has given its £20, and I put £10 in my hubby's gift envelope. I think I put it in my cash envelope stuff in video, but I definitely put it in my side hustle envelope. Each month I give my husband £10 into a cash envelope and into my Monzo account, and basically it's to save towards anniversary presents, to save towards Christmas presents, birthday presents, and it just gives me a bit of money to play with. So yeah, I've been doing that for a couple of months now. So yeah, I haven't got a huge amount there, but it's a little bit. Coming down to our sinking funds, we did put £50 into car maintenance this month, and we have put the £14 into TV licence. We pay quarterly, so each month we put £14 into a sinking fund, and then we pay the quarterly cost when it's due. And then we did put £20 into miscellaneous fund, as it's been depleted recently. These sinking funds will come out a bit later in the month. That is my monthly budget pretty much almost finished. I've still got a couple left, but yeah, I'm getting up there now. So yeah, I'm quite liking doing this. I quite like knowing where my money's going, and it's been quite good for me to know what my figures have changed to, because otherwise I wouldn't really know and I'd budget wrong for next month. So I've enjoyed doing this month. So all that's left of this weekly check-in is to go back to my monthly layout and see if I've got any no spends for the week. So we're back on my monthly layout page. I am aiming for 16, but last week I only got 1, so I need to kind of up my game. So we've got 1 on the 9th, 1 on the 12th, and then 1 on the 13th. So a much better week for the no spend. So I'm now up to 4 for the month. So yeah, much better week with the spending, not spending every day. Let me know if you like seeing my husband spending, and then if you want me to carry on, I'll have a chat to him. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like and comment. If you're not already, I really hope you subscribe, and I will see you guys again in a video really soon. Bye guys.